Giving him body dysmorphia. Please, whatever you do, don't let them discover 4chan.
It's fine, little hedgehog. Your feet are too tiny for shoes anyway.
Here's how slang spreads. Here's slang for the first time. Hate on it. Use it ironically. Can't stop using it. Help. It's lit, fam.
When Flavor Flav went to different time zones, would he change his clock?
Sometimes. I don't know though, that's just what I've heard about him. I'll never forget when my sister got broken up with and asked my dad for a dog. And he said, "We have to buy you a dog every time you get dumped. This house is going to look like a goddamn Sarah McLachlan commercial." Donut holes should actually be called donut plugs, but no one is ready to hear the truth. Oklahoma Department of Wildlife asking the major points. Johns are not real Johns. Johns are Jonathans, rooted in Nathan. John is just John.
Yes, I always ask for with an H clarification when someone introduces himself as John.
I need to know if I'm dealing with an equal or an imposter. Same goes for all the Jackies out there. You're not real Jacks. You're just slightly Jacks. You're just little mini Jacks.
Except you, Chucky Chan. You'll always be loved. Mwah.
I'm in a parasocial relationship with myself. I hope he sees this. King. Happy circulatory system walking through the kitchen day to all who celebrate. It's November 10th now. There is a circulatory system walking through the kitchen. Certainly the most traumatic event for all chefs out there. I saw a strip club across the street from a mini golf place, and I'm liberal, but that's too much for me. What if you're just trying to have a nice afternoon with your family, then your kids look across the street and have to see a bunch of losers playing mini golf? Everyone on dating apps apparently is into rock climbing and kayaking and full contact golf, and my hobbies include lying in different parts of my house. Okay, I know I slam on this all the time as well with dating apps, but those are hobbies people can do together. You're essentially saying, hey, what are your hobbies? Nothing to do with you. Think a lot about a guy I know who went to Cardiff Museum on acid. It got a bit much, but he managed to find a quiet, dark room. Then suddenly the lights went up. A giant turtle hanging from the ceiling filled the room, and a booming voice started a monologue with, "You killed me."
I put out peanuts for the birds every morning, and they have started bringing me elastic bands. I don't speak bird. What could this mean? And do I have to eat the elastic bands now?
That is the coolest thing. You've trained the birds not even intentionally to get you free stuff. They're making a trade. Keep trading with them and they'll keep bringing stuff. If they bring something you particularly like, give them tastier food and they'll keep bringing that stuff. Photo for reference. I've become a breadcrumb dealer to 4 crows in my local lake, and they pay me with a bit of everything. Shiny stuff, fabric, pens, etc. But recently, they paid me with $20 they found somewhere. So I decided to buy them some more expensive bread. They loved it. So they understand what to do. Give me dollar notes. And I probably racked up $200 at this point. Is it morally wrong though? I mean, like they're the ones who steal it from someone, or perhaps they just got a big pile laying somewhere. Should I keep on doing this? You're not stealing any more than a pawn shop does, you're fine. Pretty sure I just received the best fake ID of my bartending career. A girl handed me my missing license from 2 years ago.
Hey, I think I found your license from 2 years ago.
Oh, thank you. Quick, someone kick them out before I have to compensate them. The monkey helps the pigeon. That is a stupid thing to say. Don't even think about putting it on a poster. No.
The monkey helps the pigeon.
Oh, it's so moving. Eating at home is so much cheaper. Not the way I do it. Hello, Uber Eats? Yes, I understand calling you is very pointless. NFT son or astrology daughter.
Oh, wow, this is hard as frick. Child neglect.
Dear Netflix, if you think offering ads is the solution, you haven't been paying attention to the problem.
Oh, you don't like our new policies and prices? Here, let me also schmitt in your coffee.
Do you see the problem with that?
I do. Free creamer for your coffee? That's ridiculous.
Anybody want to sit next to me?
Okay, but I'm keeping my eye on you. Same. Something about me is I have to be the best customer. I need an A+ in customer. I want to believe that after I walk out, the employees are like, wow, she has clearly worked in customer service, and they smile and nod to each other. I aspire to this, aside from people who work in clothing retail. I'm sorry, but if I need you, I will come to you.
Not like that.
I know you work off commission. I know you don't care what I buy as long as I buy something, so I'm never gonna trust your judgment on how I look in your clothes.
Truly nothing better than a Brooklyn barbecue. Where else can you get all this for $59? Sometimes being the only one at something is not a good thing.
One of the cutest Damien panels I've ever seen.
Graduation speech.
All of our parents had sex during the same year, and I think that's really great.
Thank you, students. That's great.
Twitter community.
Knock.
Elon.
Who's there?
Parody.
Parody who?
Parodies, no! Please make it stop!
No.
Found some extraordinary art in the Facebook group I'm part of.
Artist is Daniel Arthur.
We call this David vs. Goliath. Internet Explorer is infamous for making you wait and wait and wait until it finally gives you what you want.
How could we rebrand it so people no longer associate it with this?
Let's call it Edge.
Perfect. Oh, Trev, back for more, I see.
Opening a restaurant that's the anti-Olive Garden.
Welcome to the Pesto Pit.
When you're here, you're our sworn enemy. Honestly, if scammers toned it down a little, they could totally get me. Like, oh,
I've won $1 million?
obvious scam.
I've won a pizza.
Yes, here is my social security number. Stop it, don't give them ideas. Someone seems to have put my number on a sign on the side of the road that says free gravel, and I think that it was an honest mistake, but if not, it is a very good prank.
Hello, John Green, Hank Green's brother. You're welcome.
I'm pooping for the first time at this man's house,
Oh.
and he knocks on the door after I took a massive fart and asked if I was okay. No! Then texted me, praying for you. I'm in shambles.
How do I even exit the bathroom after this?
Got a rescue team on standby. They're praying for you as well.
It's so stressful meeting new people and trying to pretend that I'm a person and not just 3 mental illnesses in a trench coat.
How did baby boomers get college for the price of a McChicken and still end up the dumbest freaking people on the planet? It's like seeing a trust fund kid who owns a yacht and never uses it. This dude does not want to pupate. I think he's enjoying being a caterpillar too much. All he wants to do is eat, and he's gotten enormous. Okay, not gonna lie, I thought this was just a dog's chew toy. Nice to see though that the escape from personal responsibility and maturing is something that's just built in Mother Nature as well. Thinking about how the Dutch police arrested a bird for taking part in a robbery, but in a jail cell with bread and water. So I just noticed the photo. It's just literal just slices of bread next to a bird. And when the media reported on it, they put a little black bar over the face to protect its identity.
Hey, you don't know if those other birds might be out to get him.
I would love to eat the Duolingo bird battered and fried with some ranch.
I can't beg for my life in Spanish if my mouth is full.
Hello, dog with a tie. What's up? What are you doing today?
Working on a screenplay for the dark reboot of a beloved Disney classic, 101 Damnations.
Big deal, Jesus. So your dad sent you here to suffer and die. That's what all the rest of us are doing too.
Oof, oof.
Back when people were too optimistic about life and existence to realize we're just a Jesus ourselves. There's no time to explain. Get in the pee. Yo, imagine braking real hard and just rolling off into traffic. You may be seriously injured, but you've got a high score in the pinball game, so well done. This entire website currently feels like the bit in Portal 2 where you finally get out of the underground and come up to find Wheatley's running the place now. The idea of being married is so weird. Like, what if I'm having a sad moment late and I want to cry in bed and then there's just some guy there? Shoe salesman.
Undoes Velcro straps. Can you taste it, bro?
Taste what?
All that booty you're gonna get if you buy these sandals.
Guy who was clearly not doing well before daylight savings.
Hell no, this time change has really got me freaked up. I don't know.
Gifting these to a woman you do not know very well at all with a jocular wink and saying jovially, I know a big farter when I see one. You ever ponder what it's like the day aliens finally meet us? And that part of the body is where your excrement leaves. Yep, that part arouses a lot of us. Now a quick break from the funny posts and over to the important Elvis Presley updates. We've missed the last week, so let's just go over them again. November 3rd, he died. November 4th, shame. Elvis is dead. November 6th, Elon is taking over. Also, Elvis is still dead. November 11th, apologies for my absence. Elvis Presley is still dead. November 12th, Elvis is dead still. Only on Twitter could trigger warning relate to showering. Hey, why do y'all never take showers?
Just trigger warning, guys. This is talking about putting water on yourself. Why? Just why? Out of all the questions you could have asked, you decided something ableist and anti-neurotypical. This is not funny. This is disgusting.
You know, there's a certain point where you have to pity someone going this far towards something so basic. That said, I'm still gonna laugh at it.
Trust me, soccer nerd, you wouldn't have even had a chance.
I wouldn't even want a chance with you.
Oh, is that why you saved a pic of me to your phone? I got a little fanboy. Do you want me to sign it for you too?
Yes, mommy. Sick of people saying, you'll want to sit down for this. Like, I don't want to be sitting at all times. Do you even know how comfortable sitting is? I don't need to work as a garbage man to enjoy sitting in this dump truck. Just watched an episode of Clifford where Clifford has rash and has to go to the vet for the first time. This means not only did the family have a dog grow to an unexplainable massive size and never investigated medically, Clifford is a 20-foot dog running around without a rabies shot. I'm looking forward to a dark Disney verse of Clifford. It ain't a kid movie, it's a horror. Oftentimes I look at the skills and knowledge I've cultivated and feel like that moment when you play an RPG for the first time and realize you built your character all wrong after finally figuring out how the game works. Yeah, so just go select a new game, right? How do you do that? What's the process? God,
You're a sloth.
what does that mean?
You do things very slowly.
Like what? Well, like respond to my dinner party invite. Wow, okay, there it is. I told you, I needed to check my calendar first. I feel so bad for my cat. He's sitting by the door crying out for this cat and her baby that are on the opposite side. The same cat I caught him with the night he snuck out. But sweetheart, you have been neutered for a year, plus she is lying. That is not your baby. Oh my god, what drama is going on in your neighborhood with your cats? I need this as a reality show. Can I still eat a Reese's Fast Break that I found in the back of the cabinet? It's like a month old and kinda softish. Look, I probably wouldn't recommend it if it doesn't feel— I ate it. Why did you bother asking? Not as good when mushy. Reckon it melted because our AC has been broken. Join me for AEW Dynamite tomorrow at 8. I will be wrestling Konosuke Takeshita. Wait, was that a subtle pun on the fact you're taking a massive poop? I like to think I solve Rubik's Cubes, but in reverse. Fascinating. You're strategically pathetic. If someone has one of these hats in line, add 25 minutes to your Starbucks trip. I'm a health foodie. Anyway, I'm gonna add like so many sugars to my coffee, thank you. Only psychopaths buy a sticker and immediately put it somewhere. No, you have to think about all the places you could stick it, get overwhelmed, and then put it in a drawer for 3 years. Somebody stole my DoorDash order from my porch. I'm mad for real right now. Never mind, forgot I ate it, lol. I just ate a strawberry Danish so good that it made me believe in purpose. Meanwhile, and wow, that is one way to entertain yourself, there's a menu from a Chinese restaurant in the top drawer of a desk in this abandoned building at work. And when I need to reset my brain, I go in there and read all the dishes out loud in the voice of an old southern man, incredulously encountering this stuff for the first time. I reckon the Australian one's better.
A meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Get your hands off my feet!
One time on mushrooms, I decided I should be living off nuts and seeds like a little squirrel. So I went to Whole Foods and blew my whole paycheck on nuts and seeds. Then all week, I had no money and did have to live off nuts and seeds. And let me tell you, I was so wrong. It sucked. Waiting for the right girl so I can play this at full volume. I won, featuring probably the last person you'd want to be hearing this from in regards to proper, structural, safe, and respectful relationships. Oh wait, there's a sequel. Right after tweeting this, a plate breaks. Guess that's my love life summed up. The crime.
Dun, dun, dun.
The criminal?
Objection.
Innocent. Case dismissed. It's not toxic if I'm cute. Maybe I can just gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss myself into being okay. I have just been informed that's called therapy. Doesn't have as nice of a ring to it. I'm not gonna do it. Too many syllables. I can't believe this needs to be said, but if you're bit by a snake, please don't bring the snake to the ER with you. You think that's insane to happen, but then we have to realize that medical people deal with the most accident-prone humans on the planet. It's like, what could go wrong, they'll deal with it. Okay, but even if you bit the snake back and it also needs medical attention? Wait, frick! I didn't think about this. How tight my Christmas budget is this year. It's so tight that it's the only thing keeping my pants from falling down. Daylight saving time is increasingly hard to notice when my digital devices are like, what? Nothing happened. We know what time it is. And my stove is left blinking and screaming,
It happened! Time shifted unnaturally! They're all lying! Only I know! Only I remember!
me solving the trolley problem. Hit the slow play button. In 7th grade, my friends and I convinced a large number of students to put the name Haywood Jablomi in the school raffle, and when the principal read the name in the gym, we all screamed for 5 straight minutes. Everyone got a detention. That's how Twitter feels now.